Yo, what's up? What's up, CodaCube? Okay, so we're gonna continue with the experiment, which I unfortunately didn't have the time to finish yesterday because I had some PC problems. So we're gonna finish it up today. See if it actually, if this experiment allows us to do what I initially wanted to do, which is basically layered outlines. So I want something transparent to be able to have outlines and still show outlines behind it. And now when we have a little bit more control over the depth, how we store it, how we save it, and how we use it, we might be able to render stuff, like render layered outlines. So prototype cell shading transparent blur material. Let's just I guess we can do this. Let's see here. Let's get rid of this artifact before we continue. I guess we can, let's just remove it by changing the near. Actually, is it? Is it near we wanna? Do we get this big of a truncation if we do it like this? That's pretty weird, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it's 8 bits. We can, oh yeah, we're gonna keep it like this, and we're also gonna do, where do we have it? Materials, image effects, outline split, right? And I'm gonna have to come up with something smart here, because I don't like losing this one, but we definitely don't want to have this. That's for sure. We can experiment with it a bit later. Okay, let's keep it like that. Yo, what's up, Antonino? How is your day going? It's going pretty good so far. How about yours? Okay, so we lose a little bit of the visual fidelity here, but I mean, we can optimize it later on. I think it's not too much. We'll get to it eventually. I want to see if this I want to see if this transparency works, and I haven't really decided just yet what we're gonna do with the outline data render pass. Oh, beautiful. Now we actually have data we can look at here. That's great. Still find it quite weird that we don't get outlines here purely on the normals. And I haven't really decided just yet what we're gonna do. So like when we layer normals on top of each other, like how, because we still use the functionality of normals. Like normals aren't just a color value to us, they are actual normals when we utilize them later on. So if we render normals on top of normals, can we... Is there anything we can do to actually save or keep some of the information? I don't know. Antonino, all good. Nice to hear. I need to implement a cloud self-made for all the applications on the company. I need to lock in. Yeah, damn, that's a big task. Good luck and enjoy. I guess it could be quite fun. Okay, yeah, let's test it. So I want to enable... Where do we have this one? Here. Let's put it... Okay, let's bring back our camera a bit. Okay, something like this. And right now, create data. Yo, what's up, girl? Good morning, good morning. Okay, so right here, we're just drawing it on top of. Yeah, we haven't really changed much. So let's see. Cell shade, lit, transparent shade, right? So I want to take... Yeah, we want to take this. Put it here. Outline solution flag. Let's put it up here. Okay, so now we should output it here. The question is what we want to do with these. Actually, we have render type opaque and geometry right now. What do we have? Transparent, transparent for color. Yeah, let's go transparent here as well. Oh fuck, that's the Shadowcaster. Blend 1-1, blend operation sub. How will that... Maybe. Like, I don't care too much about the... I don't care too much about the visual clarity or fidelity of the... of the outlines we see through objects. Like, I can definitely... I'm okay with a few artifacts. Depends on what type of artifacts, of course. Okay, do we actually not enable outline data render pass? Okay, I think we have some normals here, right? But not see-through just yet. Oh, yeah. So let's go. Cell shade lit transparent. We use depth here for alpha, so it's... That is true. Yeah, and then we do... Oops. Blend operation sub. Let's try blend. Source alpha 1 minus source alpha, that's the one I want. I want to test least, and we're just going to go with the default blend operation. And then we get something like this. We still don't see... we can see here that the truncation, like the resolution of our values are low. But I'm a little bit worried of, like, why are we not seeing... I know. I think... Do I? I'm wondering if... let's try and get some color here first of all. Or some transparency. We actually have... Oh yeah, did I forget to remove... the output mask? Maybe not. Because right here we're outputting 111 is 0. We should be seeing This one should be like yeah, we want to do this. Okay, there we go, there we go. Beautiful. I just wonder why, if we do from shader, why do we get 200 here? Is that because of this? Okay, let's just add these two at the top so we can do from shader. Okay, there we go. And the outlines here are quite rough, but we have them at least. Okay, way better than we had previously, I think. We still have this depth artifact here, but we can fix it. Let's see how it looks. Okay, the alpha is way too low. I wonder why. Source alpha, we should be getting so the alpha in our outline data texture is actually the depth, but closer to the camera should be a bigger value. So I thought we would be seeing, I think the normals are a little bit off here as well, aren't they? But if we do this, enable, yeah, these values are way off. I don't know about that. Outlines generated blit. Oh yeah, one sec. Disable. In fact, that's actually pretty cool shading, I think. But okay, what do we have here? Normal VS. What are we actually seeing here? Outlines generate blit. Okay, I get it. We want to return it here. And we want to do... Okay, there we go. And then we do this, and then we enable this, and let's see what we have. There we go. Okay, that's better. But I still don't understand what we're getting. The sphere itself is... the alpha of the sphere is very low. CodaCube. Game first, art later. I don't know. So Yuhuto, what's up? The dev is going pretty good. We're experimenting a little bit today, yesterday and today, and I'm starting to lose I don't believe in this as much as I did yesterday, but we'll see. Okay, so if we have it like right up at the camera, then we should have way higher alpha value. That's the idea. But we don't. Go back. Like when we write this one here, we have D nonlinear A depth. Do we calculate this one so badly that... Okay, we're actually gonna try and do... Let's use this one instead. Yeah, for inverse lerp we need to include... Yes. Disable, enable. But like I'm wondering why the transparency here is like, what could it be? 10-20%, which I find to be extremely weird. Well, I'm gonna return 1 here. Then we get this. Okay, so why do we get so small values? Let's see here. And if we move this sphere away... steps on this one, put it here. Still extremely low. Okay, so here we have roughly an alpha of 0, I suppose. But it still doesn't explain why we have... Okay, let's try this then. Oh, actually I did. So, D non-linear, like I assumed we would have... I'm still pretty sure that's what it is, right? So I assumed that we would have... that this one would be 1. Close, extremely close to the camera. Maybe it is, it's just that our normal is 2. That's true. Yeah, there we go. This is more what I want to look at. Okay. So we were too aggressive. When we transformed our linear value to non-linear, we were too aggressive, like in the resolution close to the camera. Okay, that explains it. Okay. This is more like it. How does this look outlines wise? And we can see here that it's a little bit too aggressive, maybe. We don't get any normal outlines here whatsoever. Let's see here. Could we do... Let's try... Blend source alpha, 1 minus source alpha. What do we have? 0, 1, source color. Reverse, subtract, min, max. You can also set separate color alpha ops using separate syntax. That's probably something we would need to do. Oops. Fuck, I still don't know how I want to handle... Okay. That's probably what we want to do. The problem being that... Okay, R and G are normals. B is segment ID. And A is depth. It's fucking weird having depth in a... Oh, you know what? Okay, maybe we're gonna do it like this. For depth, we're just gonna take max. So I want to have blend op separate. I wonder if we can, if we have the correct version for this. Separate. And then I want to have add and max. But the problem being, okay, is this just for RGB? Yeah, it probably is. Yeah. Maybe. So what if we do something like this? Let's see if it works. Yeah, I don't know about... Oh, do we just do it as... Okay. Oh. So maybe we should just do add max. Yeah, we need to do this as well, right? There we go. So what do we have now? The normals are still not getting through. They are, but okay. Yes. Source alpha 1 minus source alpha is way too kind, or it gives too much power to whatever is in front. I wanna do reverse subtract. Let's do blend. Fuck it, let's try 1, 1, and then we'll go a little bit crazy here and do subtract. What error do we get here? Yeah, do we actually need to do this as well? Okay. Source alpha, destination alpha. So let's do blend operation sub add blend 1 1. Fuck it, yeah, let's do 1 1 1 1. Is that it? No. There we go. And okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. We're losing a lot. Okay, we can see here we're losing depth normals from this one, but we still have most of the normal outlines, right? And we have outlines of the object in front. That's pretty cool. And like, this is enough for me, I would say. If we can, if the outlines outside of transparent objects are good enough, these outlines for objects behind a transparent object is enough for me. Like, I'm happy with this result. More than happy. Code Cube. I suggest you move your outlines to material stage once, since it looks just as good and fixes the problem. What do you mean by material stage once? Elaborate, please. Pretty fucking cool, actually. Go to cube like in the shader. Instead of another pass, it runs in the shader based off the some object data and not sampling as much. I don't entirely... I'm not entirely following what you mean. If you're talking about like inverted hull outlines, like you can get pretty good results, but not as good results with inverted hull outlines, and they come with their own problems, right? You could probably do... I've seen people do inverted hull. Okay, but then you have to, if you don't mean inverted hull, then you definitely need to elaborate more. Because I'm not fully understanding what you mean. Like in the shader, instead of another path, it runs in the shader based off of some object data and not sampling as much data as outline passes do. Like I'm not fully following what you mean there. Let me share a graph in the Discord. But like, yeah, I'm not gonna look at that right now. I'm really trying to understand what you mean. CodeCube, I'm just trying to share input. Yeah. And I'm taking it like seriously, and that's why I'm giving follow-up questions, because I have no idea what you mean currently. So like, I suggest you move your outlines to material stage once, since it looks just as good and fixes the problem. Material stage once. So are we talking like the first pass, the original pass? The same pass we use to output color to the screen? Because if so, that's... I don't think that's even possible. Like fragment shader outlines. But like, when you do fragment shader outlines, what do you create the outlines from? What do you use to create the outlines? Because when you do outlines, you most of the time you do a solution where you do edge detection. So you need something to do edge detection on, and when you do edge detection, you need information from nearby pixels, neighbor pixels, right? And in a fragment shader, you don't have access to neighbor pixels unless you have done some previous pass, right? You can't read neighboring pixel data in a fragment shader. You need to put it somewhere where you can read it. For instance, in a texture. CodeCube, it's annoying to explain. I don't have it on top of my head for me to look through my projects. Like I'm listening 100% because if it works, it sounds very interesting, but I doubt it. Like, But okay. I mean, what we have here is pretty cool. So if we can improve the outlines outside of transparency objects, this will pretty much cover it, I think. Depends on, I wonder what would happen if we change the mesh of this one. If we go with some, what do we have? Do we have Susan? Yeah, we do. So we go with Susan. Is it big? Like, honestly, look at this. That's pretty cool. Okay, fucking hell. That's actually pretty damn sick. Outlines. Outlines on transparent objects. But still, I wanna do. Let's move it here. Okay, maybe, just maybe, I don't really care about, if I call back disable side name. Okay, this might be a little bit over the top. Why are we rendering both sides here? We have cull back, front, cull. Although I wonder if, where do we define it? We define it here. CodeCube, just a question. If another object is in front of another with outlines, do you prefer bot outlines drawing and creating a thicker line, or only one rendering? You're gonna have to post images of what you mean. Like, I'm wondering why we're rendering. Okay, I get it. But this is a little bit over the top. Can we fix this? Okay, I'm definitely okay with losing these outlines when it's see-through. That's okay. But, like, what I don't want, I don't think... In fact, do I? I think I just want to skip this outline, actually. For this one. which I thought we would have. So for instance, if we do cell shade lit transparent, let's return float. Don't we have color here? We have albedo. Let's just return albedo then. Okay, so when we return, when we do it like this, and then we lower this one. Yeah, we get, I actually want to avoid this, I think. Double-sided enabled, I thought. No, we're just rendering one side, but is it possible, what I'm asking for? Transparent object with set testing whoa, I'm pretty sure. Do we actually have this problem? How fucking cool does this look actually? Whoa. Okay. Okay, weird. It feels like sometimes we get double color, sometimes we don't. Okay. Weird question, but like, yeah, obscure cull itself. I mean, probably gonna have that as an option. Sometimes we want to render it layered like this. Sometimes we probably just want to render... Okay. How can I rephrase this? Is it possible to only render the... Is it possible to only render the... One sec, like I'm trying to remember if... Let's duplicate this one and bring it... How can I look at this? Layered outlines on layered outlines on layered outlines. This is pretty fucking cool, actually. I love it. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, but let's change this material to... I'm looking for universal render pipeline, lit maybe. Oh no. Let's go prototype. Transparent prototype. Do we have prototype blue transparent? I don't want to have any of my... Yo, what's up, GDs? Okay. What's going on here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Is something wrong with this model? Plane mode alpha. What is up with? Something is weird here, isn't it? Maybe not. Actually, maybe this is proper way. Let's face normals to calculate. I think they already are, if I don't read. Yeah, normals calculate. Pretty much always do it. Yeah, but maybe this is how we want to render it. I'm just wondering, does this look weird or does it look... I mean, I think we can create some pretty cool effects with this. Prototype cell shading transparent blue material. Okay. CodeCube, we need Blender monkey creature and its body should be the Blender logo. I'm questioning if we're allowed to. Okay. Can we... Okay, this is quickly becoming quite complicated, but okay, this is pretty badass actually. One thing, however, is the outlines. That when we apply them to the scene, let's see here. So we can see here that the outlines of the object in front, when we change the transparency of the object in front to be max like this, we remove them, and that's because we render the object on top of its own outlines pretty much. Codico V8 is free to use. Okay, nice. Maybe. We'll see. And I want to avoid that. Let's see. Outlines generate blit. Scene depth max, scene depth center. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so the problem is, we're gonna have to play around with it a bit. So here's the real crazy thing with this. If we take a look at cell shade lit transparent, the idea is that this pass that writes to the data generation is going to be executed before this pass, which writes to the screen. So when we write to the screen here, we actually have information. We have the outline information available to us, and I guess we're pretty much just gonna have to check such that when we write the color, we make sure that the outline we're overriding, or we check if the outline is in front or behind the object, pretty much. But yeah. Like, this is pretty cool. I still can't like let this go. So we're doing outlines as a post-processing effect, and we can actually have a transparent object with outlines in front of a opaque object with outlines and get sorta okay-ish outlines. We still have some small things to work out, but all in all, pretty fucking cool. But I want to experiment, or I want to, let's see here. I'm wondering if we're gonna leave it like this and continue with the blobs, or continue with the shader of the blobs. Make it a little bit more stylized. My code base is all over the place right now. Like, all these cell shade lit, I would love to be able to just put them all into the same file and use some recompile macros and stuff like that instead. Bro, the song is peak. Yeah, there's a lot of great songs here. Great to hear you're alive, by the way. I definitely recommend chillhop.com. Great site. Okay, let's experiment a little bit more with cell shade lit transparent, because I want to make this look good before I totally commit to rewriting the outline implementation, pretty much. But before we continue, I'm just gonna run AFK real quick, so be right back.
wait a minute.
You know they're out there, don't you?
Okay, back. Sorry about that. So let's see. I want to experiment a little bit with... yeah, let's read the scene texture and the outlines and do some crazy stuff. We have done this multiple times before. It's pretty much inside of our color paths. So I'll shade lit transparent color. I want to do... in the color paths, in the fragment shader, we pretty much want to calculate a background color, so whatever is behind the object. Much like we do in transparent blur box, where we do distortion, vertex, normal, yeah, refract. Yeah, we pretty much want to do all of this. Cube Robin, how much longer do you plan on streaming for today? At least 1.5 hours. Like, I'm aiming for a total of 4 hours today, but I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit tired, honestly. But I also want to get this done. Fuck, when watching this... Okay, you know what? Maybe it's time to put this... in a util file. Oh, we do a lot of things here. Does this one even work? Transparent blur box shader. Let's try it. Let's move this one out of the way. Then we do prototype blue. So this one is transparent blur box. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, I don't care about the specular highlights right now. They look like shit. But what I care about right now is this right here. So yeah, we blur whatever we have behind here. We have outlines as well. That's good. Distortion power does not work. Okay. Is it because we don't have a normal map? Refraction dist. Oh, okay, there we go. It's not too good. Okay, here we actually have something. Okay, that's definitely not correct. Okay, distortion, need to work on it a bit. Blur, however, seems to be working fine. Yeah, okay, that's great. Codicube has spent so long working on reflection and refraction yesterday. Yeah, I love reflection. I love refraction. But then sometimes I just wish that I could do some ray tracing stuff and be done with it. Okay, but this is good. But we need to work on the refraction. I want to be very simple with the refraction. Yeah, we're gonna fake it. We're not gonna do... Okay, so refraction, we're just gonna calculate direction. Okay, we're gonna implement a very simple refraction for this one. So we're gonna take the normal, and then we're gonna project that normal onto a 2D space, and then we're gonna move or offset the UVs, right? Okay, back with this one. Okay, so the whole thing we want to do here now is we want to calculate what's like the color of what's behind it. So return albedo. Okay, now we even get some shading here. That's good. Can we get some smoothness? Ooh, okay. Now we're working. Okay. I would love to be able to... I want these to be more white, right? But we can fix that. So now we have some simple shading to this glass object. Or transparent. I want my blobs to be... Some are probably gonna have a smoothness. The smoothness is probably gonna be randomized between them as well. Fuck yeah, it is. Okay, this is good for now. Smoothness, texture. Yes, so what I want to do now, or what we're gonna, let's see here, saturate color. Let's rename this one. Or now let's keep it as color. And then we're gonna do so we're gonna take transparent blur box. We're gonna take a few things from this one. Fuck the refraction. We're gonna replace this one. Ask our AI friend. But let's see here. UV center original. Do we have this? No, we don't. Okay, that one is good to have. Do we have this one? No. Do we have textile size? No. Screen pos. I don't even know if we... Position C is worlds. Okay, so clip space. No, we don't have screen position here. Do we actually output screen position? Compute screen. Can we do this? Yeah, fuck it. Let's do this in the fragment shader as well. Maybe that's not too smart, actually. Okay, let's do this. Position 3, and then I wonder if, do we have... Do we have position SS here? I don't think we do. No, so what we're gonna do is compute screen position. Could have done with output position CS as well, but okay, this. So now we have position SS. Anything else we need? Screen pos, screen params we have by default. View direction. View direction we have. Normalize. Do we normalize it? View. Okay, we just call it V here. Okay. Scene color. Pixel outline data. Pixel depth. Do we have tangent by tangent normal? Yeah, I think we do. Tangent to world. Tangent to world. Okay, we just do tangent to world here. Okay, that's good. Okay, if we do normal texture, I want to wait with this. I don't want to make it too complicated too early here. So we can probably skip this. I want to do refract, but it's pretty much what we want to do. When we do this refract, we pretty much just want to recalculate UV center, right? Like we do here. Let's see if it can help me if I'm being extremely vague like this. How to calculate refract the UV. I'll give an original UV, U direction, and normal of the object that refracts in HLSL. CodeCube, while I'm going AFK, enjoy the time away from the keyboard. Computer frame. Yeah. Yes. Okay, what I'm gonna do is all of this is stuff we need. Cell shade lit transparent. A lot of these things we might already have calculated up here, but I'm gonna recalculate it for now. UV Center original screen pos. It's not called screen pos in this one, it's called position screen space. Yeah, that's true. We also want it to be input, I think. Yep. Yes. Okay. UV Center original. Textile size, yes. So view direction, we're gonna normalize this one as well. Yes. Sample scene texture level and get outline data. We're gonna have to include a couple of files for this to work. But apart from that, I think everything else looks good. So we can see if we have some errors after I have included this. And let's just copy the includes from here. So it's these two. Outlines and scene texture. Do we have some errors? Yes, we do. W. Oh, did I fuck up? I did. Let's make it float 4. Sample scene texture. Undeclared default blur level. Yeah, let's introduce this one. Edge. Fog. Culling. So let's add an additional header here. Maybe. You know what? Okay, we're back. Sample scene texture level. Let's just return scene color here. See what happens. Okay, beautiful. And now we can experiment a little bit here. Let's see if background default blur level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Okay, so we already have some... Did I fuck up? No, I didn't. Okay, good. Okay, so we already have some basic blurring going on here. Fuck, I'm starting to think... No. So, we do blurring by just reading a different MIP level. Extremely fast. Doesn't look too good. But that's gonna be for like low-end hardware. Then we do an additional kernel to improve the blur visuals a bit. Welcome back, Coder Cube. I don't think you have missed much actually. But let's experiment with this refraction here now. So UV center. Before we sample these here. Oh no, not the word kernel, yeah. Same, okay. Computer refracted world space direction using HLSL. Yeah, we have view direction in world space and we're gonna get the norm. Do we have the normals in world space already? Normal in world space, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Use, okay. Refract. This is pretty much what we've already been doing, I think. Or very similar at least. Fucking hell, I want to test this one. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, we're gonna add this one as a... What is the full name for this one? Refract. Refraction index. Yeah, we're just gonna call this one UV center here, and we need eta. Yes. Oh, fuck it, let's see if we have any errors. Refraction distance. Yes. Yes. Oops. Can I get this one? There we go. It's not perfect. We have 1 divided by 1/5, or what is it? And then we minimize this one. What value do we need to have to get? Fucking hell, I just want to have 0 refraction pretty much. Refraction index. Air to glass 1 divided by 1.5. But fuck. And distance, I think we want to have extremely low. I'm a little bit worried about the fact that fucking hell, shouldn't one. I'm a little bit worried about this one right here. There we go. I don't get it. If we just want to have Let's see here, refract. I'm going to disable this one for now. Input position, T, refraction distance. Yeah, what the fuck? If we do refraction distance 0, bam. Then I don't want to get something like this. Okay, so if this one is 0, then this is 0. So we just have input position world space. That's our sample pos. Then we do transform world to age clip position. Then we do refracted UV, XY divided by V, UV center. But it's not. Right, we don't get the same result we would. Like if refraction distance is 0, I want UV center here to be equal to UV center original. Position screen. Is it because we do position screen space here? Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the difference would be between clip and at this point. No, it's a clip pos. There we go. This is what I assumed we would be getting. So what happens now if we do, let's bring this one back. And what happens now if we start increasing refraction index 1 divided by 1.5, right? Oops, 1 divided by 1. Why can't I divide here? 1 divided by 1.5. And then we do... So if we increase the refraction distance now, we get something like... And that's probably a bit more what I was looking for. We still have this problem, but that's... I don't care about that so much. Fucking hell, that's a lot actually. 1. Is this actually how it would refract? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this refraction solution is way better than what we had previously. That's for sure. And you know what? Don't we have util reflection? We have reflection, util blend, util fog, helper functions. Do we have? No. Util lighting, util math. Do we have? Maybe, just maybe, it's time to add util math geometry. Util normals, util random better. Maybe it's about time we add Util reflection, util refraction. Because I don't see why. Let's see here. Cell shade, lit, transparent. So pretty much just putting all of this in its own file with a nice enough function. But I mean, we're gonna have to send in Yeah, I think that would be real handy to have, so let's do it. Let's fucking do it. We're probably gonna extend it eventually. I don't think we need anything. And then we do. Yeah, okay, let's see here. In this case, we want to send in we want to get the UV coordinate. But let's start. Let's start with. Yeah. Float 3. No. Calculate. Calculate refract direction might not be too bad. View direction. Yeah, this is refract direction, yeah. So I'm thinking of doing something like this. Calculate refraction, refract that direction, yes. But I want to take incident. You know what? Let's take this. So what do we have? View direction. Direction VS. Calculate refracted direction. So direction VS, and then we have normal VS, and we have refraction index. Replace this one. I don't think we want to do that. But One sec. We'll remove input. Actually, we keep it. And then here we do return T, yes, but we're gonna rename it Diffracted Direction World Space. Okay, so that's calculated refracted direction. And I want to calculate float. We calculate refracted position. Yes. And then we want to do pretty much just this.
Hey man, what you say? I can hear you thinking, man.
Yeah, we might want to have position VS as well. Yeah, we do. Think. Yeah. Or yeah. And then we have calculate refracted UV. Oops. And that's pretty much exactly what we want, isn't it? Compute screen pause. Yeah, I think so. So we actually want to do this as well. So then we replace this. So UV center is equal to refract. I probably want to include it as well. We don't need, that's not at all what we want. We want view direction. Normal VS. Actually, we want to use N here. Refraction index. Refraction distance. And refraction position. Input dot position. Yes, if I recall correctly. Something like this. Let's see. And it should be... Okay, that's way better. So if we just want to refract, we just call this one. Calculate refracted UV. Beautiful, I think. Although... yeah. Okay, before we continue, I'm just gonna run AFK real quick again, so be right back. Okay, back. Okay, let's see if we can get some nice outlines going here as well. So we have scene color, pixel outline day. Oops, sorry about that. We just returned scene color here as well. Okay, so I guess we could do pixel outline data.r. You know what? I just remembered. Depends on what blend we want to have. Yeah, maybe we should just do, and maybe that will fix this. So actually lit transparent. Yeah, we probably wanna go with yeah. And then we have this weird where we have these outlines we actually do want to refract. Some of these we don't. Cube, YouTube says in the description area you started streaming 29 minutes ago. Maybe it's just a little bit off. Yeah, that sounds wrong. No idea why it says that. Okay, so let's see if we can do some additional stuff here. I just want to see what happens if 0. Okay, good. Okay, then we have in transparent blur box. Let's see here. I'm wondering if I want to put this in its own include file as well. Antonino, I'm out of game idea. I want to create something. Damn. How did it go, by the way, with the The node-based game you were doing. Cody Q, by the way, beautiful cat. Beautiful cat. Yeah, fuck it, let's just try. Yeah, let's take this and put it. Put it here. And then we're gonna get a few errors we will fix. I know kernel size, definitely. But maybe that's the only thing. Antonino, I don't know, the node-based game just bored me after a while. I want more action. But sometimes, you know, one just have to stick with it. Just make the, like, smallest viable product and just get it out there, you know. I think it, like the node-based game you showed looked amazing. I loved the style of it. Kernel size, default blur level, yeah, let's put it here. Blur kernel size. This one I want to make range. I definitely don't want it to be greater than a 10 is 5. And default is going to be 0. Is it actually an int? Oh. Okay, let's see if we're missing something else. Redefinition of color, that's not good. Yeah, we want to rename this one. So here, 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 and here. Background color. Final color. Okay, one sec. Background color. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something similar to this eventually. Fuck. Okay, let's do this. Get outline color. I think it's something like this I want to do. Kernel size, yeah. Can we rename it blur kernel size? Yes. Okay, beautiful. Now we have, oh, does it actually, no, we still have, or actually, okay, this looks pretty good. Fuck yeah, this looks good. We still have, yeah, the outlines here. Hey, what's up, Summit? Did you try Cloud Code? Not yet, not yet. Antonino, I need something that takes a really long time. It's strange, but for me the small games tip is not working. But are you actually like finishing these small games, or are you just jumping from one small game to another? I mean, sticking to like finishing one game is it's not going to be fun the whole way through, you know? You can't rely on motivation alone. Sometimes you just need to stick with it. Fucking hell, I'm a big fan of these thicker outlines sometimes. Maybe I should do something with that eventually. But look at this, like we have a transparent object that has outlines, and then we have outlines behind it. It's just this I don't like, and I think it has to do with pixel outline depth is bigger than pixel depth. Does this actually change nothing? Interesting. This sucks. But like this right here, the outline here, we don't want to. So that's the outline that should be located here. We don't want to refract it and stuff like that, because it should be. Okay, so do we always just get this one, no matter what we do? No, we don't. Okay, I get it, I get it, I get it. Like this normal we're seeing here, we should not refract this one, it should be located here. Pixel depth, input position vs set off. Okay, I think I know. Pixel outline depth. This is pixel outline data G, and we calculate this ourselves. Antonino, by the way, I always ended up finishing the core loop and then I quit. Relatable. Fuck, just make a small game and finish it. It's a great feeling finishing something. Or finishing stuff in general, I would say. In Codecube, procedural planets are so cool. I agree 100%. Fucking No Man's Sky made it so fucking good. Pixel outline depth. Yeah, so I'm a little bit worried that like pixel outline depth and pixel depth if we're gonna rely on something like this, then we're gonna have to calculate the depth here the exact same way. So when we calculate, or this depth we add to the outline data here, we need to make this one, we need to calculate this one the exact same way we Unity calculates depth, right? If we calculate it the exact same way, then we can probably compare them in a good way. Yo, what's up, Skafer? Unit source post projection and see depth in the depth texture. Differ, fuck. How to convert world space depth to be the same. Yeah. Or, I mean, if we want to compare them, we could probably find a different way to compare them. But I'm gonna have to think on that a bit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I want to see if we can get the correct comparisons if we do this instead. So instead of doing whatever this is, we do this, right? But hell yeah, let's just do it actually. Although Normalizes device. Yeah, let's try this, and then we do this. A world pos, yeah, we want input dot position, yes. So maybe we can compare it now. Scafey yesterday was breaking my head with local/global positions when making a map generator. In the end, ChatGPT helped fix my code. I just got very confused with local/global positions. Yeah, we've all been there. We have all been there. Okay, let's see if we can get a good comparison now. Cell shade lit transparent. 1 sec. We also want this here, I think. It's pretty much this I want to avoid. But I'm also a bit worried that we get the same. It looks like we get the same result here, which is unfortunate. But let's double check it by doing... cell shade lit transparent. And do... pixel depth, let's double check. So that's just input. Oh. Yeah, that's okay. And then pixel outline depth is, we read whatever we have in pixel outline data. We do linear eye depth. Yes, so we convert it to the same as this one, and then we compare them. But it's fucking weird. Okay, so we return final color 1 here. If this one is bigger than this one. So that means if the outline is closer to the camera than the pixel we're currently rendering, then we return white. But 1 sec. Whoa. Yes, I'm not so sure we want to refract this one. The fuck? Oh, yes. Yeah, we don't want to refract these. Definitely not this one. We definitely don't want to refract this one. I'm a little bit worried about this one as well, but... okay. Let's see here, pixel outline data, we use it here. How pixel outline depth. How come we don't get any refraction at all on the outline? That's pretty weird. And that's probably because pixel outline did. So count outline. Outline depth. Bigger than pixel depth. Sorry for the link in chat. I don't think you can. I'm gonna get onto that, by the way. Like, I want you to be able to post links in YouTube chat. I'm gonna fix that one day. And Scape, my idea is this: have 3D models which can be instances, then make a 2D replica, just a conversion of AABB to rect. Generate a map in 2D, then take the 2D map and instantiate 3D models based on it. We'll see if this will be a good method. Interesting, at least. Keep me posted. So, outline depth bigger than pixel depth probably always fails. Outline data G. That probably means that outline data G converted to linear eye depth. Input position. But why? Outline data G. Scene depth max. Scene depth center. And that's just outline data center A. Which means that this is not the correct way to do it. Oh. Yes. Fuck it, let's do... let's see here. Frame debugger enable. Where do we have copy depth? I would like to test outline data render pass. I want to check this one and this one. I want to make them the same. Yeah, they are not the same. Which means that we can't really compare them. But I wonder what's the reason for them not being the same. Okay, we're gonna have to compare them in... Why isn't it the same? And as he said... it's too bad. But I wanna see if we have... Can I get some clarity here? Outline depth. CodeCube Robin Unity is uniting again, that's why. Honestly, I think it's me that's fucking up. Outline depth bigger than pixel depth. Like this comparison never succeeds because these depths are way too different to compare. Because the way I store it is... I mean, it has worked before, previously here. But it's the initial depth. Can I trust this? Minimal. I don't know. I want to try something here. Let's see. Disable. And the outlines are pretty nice. But let's see here. Outline depth is bigger than... Outline depth plus 0.5. Okay. 10. What? What? 100. What? Okay, that explains it. So, fuck, do we actually enter this one? But I fucked it up. So count outline, if we do 0 here. We still get outlines, but we don't get them refracted. It was a dozy. Antonino YouTube only recommends me videos like this is why you never finish anything. I'm hooked. Fuck, man. What the hell is happening with the outlines here? Okay. Am I missing something? Yeah, of course I am, but... What? One sec. Ah, fuck, am I losing it? Why? Why, oh why, oh why? Let's just do background color. Return background color. Okay, beautiful. So the pixel here, get out, reconstructed outline, get outline color. Do I send in? Oh. Yes. Here. Okay. So here I want to add plus 100 maybe. Or minus. Okay, beautiful. So we always end up here. We always end up here. Because this one is always greater than this one. So let's do minus 100. What happens then? Yeah, then we might be here. Yeah. But now we have this issue. Okay, now we're talking. But here's the problem now. So now everything works, but like the comparison between these are still wrong. Like I need to get to the bottom of like these are supposed to be in the same space and normalized the same way and so on and so on. But somewhere in the pipeline, this one gets saved as the, like, I was hoping that this was the exact same way Unity package like calculates the values for its depth texture, but it seems like it's not. Let's see. Scafer, I hate how at the beginning of development games are just a jumble of system props and random shit laying everywhere. Yeah, that usually leads to me quitting developing the game. I like when it's like pretty from start to finish, you know. I try to write some modular code as well, which I can reuse, but it's hard. And thank you for the follow, appreciate it. But okay, because the thing is, some of these outlines, so this outline for instance is belongs to the object behind this one, right? So this one should be refracted like this. This outline, however, belongs to, or this outline belongs to this object and should not be refracted. But yeah. We can but to be able to do the distinction, we need proper depth values. And for some reason I can't. Outline depth. I mean, it's pretty obvious if we do this one, return depth 0, 1 here. Return depth 0, 1. One sec. Yeah, so like this depth value should be the same as this one, but it's a big difference, right? Let's see if we can get, I want to see if we can get, I want to get to the bottom if this is wrong or correct. How is the depth value in Unity depth texture calculated? Let's see if we have some discussion. Calculate depth value. Yeah. Calculate depth texture equivalent value using SV position in frag shader. Thank you, appreciate it. Do we have what? Holy shit. Can I get a... SV position, is that... SV position, is that... Yeah, that's position CS, but I don't think that's true. Or is it? So what happens if we, instead of depth 01, we do cell shade lit with alpha clip. So instead of depth 01, we write... Okay, so this person says position set. So we just do input dot position cs dot set. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this. I'm intrigued though. Disable, enable. So this is depth. Oh, one sec. I want to return this one here. Okay. That looks spot on. Huh. Okay, I just want to see what happens now. So yeah, let's do this one. We do it here, and we do it here. And then we jump up back to here. We remove -100. And let's see what we get. And then we move this one back. Actually, I think... yeah, I think it works way better than it... Yeah, I think... Fucking hell, I think this is it actually. Or we're closer at least. Interesting. Okay. CodeCube Robin, you've done so much creature generation rendering, blah, 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 and still no part 7. Yeah, I know. I'm one of the reasons I'm not streaming as much anymore is that I want to get my like video editing going again. So I'm trying to... I stream a little bit less and try to make more videos instead. We will get a few parts soon enough, I promise. But okay, I have to run now, and I really need some food. I think the progress is good. I'm optimistic about this. I think the blobs are going to look amazing. The thing is, I don't want to spend too much more time on this. We want to like go real quick, or we want to move forward fast. So I'm not entirely sure just yet if I will get some time this weekend and clean this up and have a working system on Monday when I start streaming, or if we're gonna wrap this up on Monday. I guess we will see. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you so much for keeping me company and talking. I appreciate it. Leave a like on YouTube, also appreciated. Antonino, you sleep well as well. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great weekend and rest of the week. Peace.